What's going on, guys? It's Chev. We're back here on some more XDefiant. And real quick, I want to thank everybody for all the love and support on all the videos. So if you want some more XDefiant and you're excited for it in the future, leave a like on this video. Hopefully tomorrow I will have access to Mortal Kombat 1. So that's what I'm trying to play tomorrow. I'm gonna try that rapid fire barrel out on the AK. Oh yeah, this feels nice. Got more DPS and it feels like the recoil isn't as bad. So I saw over on Charlie Intel, apparently they're actually removing Caldera and shutting down Warzone 1 forever in September. Now, given not that many people played Warzone 1 anymore, you know, all that was left was Caldera. They already removed everything that everybody really enjoyed before, so people are just pretty much done playing Warzone, man. That's just the truth. So it's time to officially say goodbye to Warzone 1. See, I did not try to throw that thing that high. This guy has 107 kills. What the fuck is he doing? Activision announces that Call of Duty Warzone Caldera will be shutting down later this year. Only current Warzone will be available after. No more Warzone 2. It's just Warzone now. So, hey, everybody forget about this whole era. Nothing to see here. Wait for everybody years down the road to lump all of this time in, this time period, the whole, like, COVID Warzone era. I can't wait for them to wrap it all into one and then completely forget about, like, all the different good and bad times on both Caldera and Verdansk, and it just meshes together into one experience that people just start forgetting all the details of. I have thousands of videos on my channel documenting the changes that have happened. Shutdown date September 21st, so literally just in a few months. This does not affect Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War, or Vanguard multiplayer. Rightfully so. I mean, multiplayer is like the base thing. Warzone is just like the free-to-play thing. Now, given, obviously, this whole thing is shitty to shut this whole thing down. To me, I didn't really care too much with Verdansk leaving and everything and Caldera coming. I was pretty optimistic about it because I wasn't the biggest fan of Verdansk, and so I was kind of with some of the changes, but when it comes down to actually shutting down Warzone in its entirety, that's when everybody actually loses all of, like, all the bundles and stuff that they ever bought. Even though it didn't transfer over to Warzone 2, you can still go back to the original Warzone. So now with the original Warzone just completely shutting down in general, with the Caldera gone, Verdansk gone, a lot of people are sitting there happy, like, yeah, sure, fine, good, fuck Caldera, I hate Caldera. But that's like straight up the full-blown confirmation that, like, anything and everything that was ever invested in the Warzone 1 is now pretty much gone. All that money that you spent, all the bundles, all that shit, it's all gone. So while I don't think too many people will have a problem with saying goodbye to Caldera in particular. Oh, no way. Off my dick. Wait, I did a hit mark. See, I'm throwing that grenade trying to, like, sink it underneath of it, and I can't snug it in there. I love that the grenades work. I love and hate it. I'm trying to think of how many, like, specifically Warzone ideas or memories that I have. I'm starting to realize that I don't actually have a lot of Verdansk memories. Some people find that sad, I guess, but I find it pretty therapeutic. It was not a good time. That lobby is sweaty as fuck. Shit, I should have just left it. Oh, I ducked it. You see that shit? It was like me on Fortnite. I remember when I posted that clip on Fortnite with the Ultra Instinct dodge. I'm telling you, it's a sixth sense. That's a spawn kill. Shit, just I pulled the trigger. Where did the bullet go? Where else could it have gone? I should have blown a hole clean through their chest. Thomas the Dank 42. That guy. What strain is this guy on? That's the slowest shot I've ever seen in my life. This guy is time traveling. Yeah, see, he's just not. I'm sure that there's a whole lot of people that are gonna be, you know, making montages, videos about all the old times. I bet you so many people are gonna be making, like, original goodbye Verdansk. I bet you there won't be nearly as many people saying goodbye Caldera, I'll miss you. It was just the cool thing to hate that map, dude. Literally nothing wrong with it. It's just as many design issues as Verdansk, just in its own way. The ultimate is so disgusting. Luckily, it doesn't come up too often. I am pulling the trigger, like I'm scoping in faster than like how the bolt is, because I'm used to Call of Duty bolt speeds, and this one's slightly slower. I don't know, I just don't really have that much to say. I'll be honest, like I don't really give a fuck. Mostly it's just that it's just kind of, again, it's just a thing where they're typically, they don't give a shit, you know? Hey, you may have invested whatever amount of money into this game, but you know, it's been a few years, so it really is shitty feeling when you think about it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like a ton of people were still playing Warzone 1, playing and loving Caldera at this point. Obviously, there are people. They take it and then they wring it out for everything that it has at the end of it all and then just tosses it in the bin. It's one thing to be able to, you know, buy it and then they just move on to it. It's a whole other thing if they're just shutting it down entirely. The multiplayer still work now, given they're not very safe and shit like that, so, you know, they're dying. A lot of the old servers are still up for a lot of the, you know, multiplayer stuff. Not even, like, I mean, way before Modern Warfare 2019. It's just that they're unsafe in their own ways. And we already know the story on that whole thing and their stance on that. They would rather everybody buy a broken, dangerous game for full price without saying shit anywhere about how the game is not operational than, you know, let everybody know and potentially hurt very, very small sales. What is my best memory on Caldera? I'm trying to think of it. I think the first thing that comes to mind when I think of Caldera, I think of immediately the absurd verticality of like the landscape moving up into like the mountain slash volcano, whatever. I think the number one thing I remember from Caldera is the Godzilla and Kong event. Probably one of, if not the craziest time in Warzone in general. This is going from Verdansk to Caldera. I think that Godzilla and Kong event is one of the most ridiculous over-the-top events we ever had. Now, given I think the most like loved and respected one probably out there is the original Haunting in Verdansk, right? That was super fun. But in terms of memories, like I don't really have it. I'll be honest. And it's not even a thing of like me not trying to hang on to those memories. It's just my brain didn't hang on to the game. I feel like Warzone will be one of those things where I think about it in the future and go, oh yeah, that was a thing for a few years. Holy shit. After I've been playing multiple games, you know, like 5 years at a time. That's pretty much the lifespan of Warzone that pretty much happened at this point, right? The lifespan of Warzone went from 2019 to about 2023, and it's pretty much, you know, it's in the gutter. It's alive, but it's not really, it's not growing. The player base isn't happy. To hit the nail in the head for the next installment of Call of Duty and somehow change the mechanics, because that's the number one issue that is cited at every single turn. People are mentioning movement and the feeling of the game. Going from Warzone 1 or Modern Warfare 2019 to Modern Warfare 2, feeling wise, was just not it for a ton of people. Not just a lot of people, a ton of people, to the point to where you see it have an effect on the game. Now again, like I was saying, if Modern Warfare 3 flops and XDefiant is doing well and it's already out, they're already going with their roadmap and shit, absolutely have the opportunity to take a good amount of players away from Call of Duty, especially in the you know, multiplayer side of things, considering they literally don't give a shit about it. Want to get you to buy the quote premium version of it and then give you absolutely no premium service. The premium version of the game, even though it's not their most popular version of the game anymore, is it possible for them to go and make another BR that could do better than 6v6 arcade stuff? 6v6 and it just doesn't scratch the itch for them anymore? That's an entirely different conversation. They're done with the genre, really. Anyway, yeah, check out some XDefiant. Completely free to play, super fun. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have access to Mortal Kombat 1, and I'm so ready for Mortal Kombat. Hopefully, tomorrow, I'll have access to Mortal Kombat 1, I'm pretty sure. Yep, goes live June 23rd. Oh, 8 a.m. Pacific. That's a bit earlier than I expected. I wonder if is it just gonna be online only? Is there like a practice room? What's the deal gonna be? Is it strictly just online play? What's going on? I would love to be able to lab a little bit, find some way to lab, but if not, I kind of understand. If it's a stress test, I feel like they're only gonna have like the bare minimum stuff available, where it's just probably no training and it's just queue online 1v1 all day, which I'm completely fine with, expected. But it might be kind of rough at the start, because watching my other Mortal Kombat videos, number one, I knew how to do like one whole combination on Sub-Zero, and the fact that he was a 50-50 monster is really what bailed me out of a lot of fights. I would mix them with 50-50s and be able to confirm the same combo off of it virtually every single time. My blocking got a bit better over time, actually understanding frame data and shit like that, because I really did not understand before. So hopefully on this game, you know, they'll have a good measurement of all that stuff and show all the information in the move list of like all the frame data and stuff. Hopefully. It's nerd shit. That's the stuff you guys won't even see.